Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mislav from the other side of the screen, and today we are going to talk about the find command. Now, the find command is used to find files. And before I begin, I just want to say that there are a lot of options to find, but I remember it simply as this. So I remember find with the following syntax. So find. Then I specify the directory where I want to start my search. Then I specify the name of the file I'm looking for, and I just wrote AB because I thought that this was an example, but this is not an example. So basically, I specify the file name, which I am looking for, and then I specify the print option. Now, what do these options mean? Okay, so first we have the directory. This is the directory where we will start our search from. And what that means is that the search is going to start from this directory. It's not going to go upwards. So if I start from my Linux folder, it is only going to search from the Linux folder and its subdirectories. It is not going to, for example, search in my home Mislav folder because it is hierarchically above my Linux folder. Okay? Then the name option is actually followed by the name of the file that I'm looking for. And this is the name of the file I'm looking for. Okay, so this isn't a portion of the name of the file. This is the name of the file I'm looking for. And the print option in the end is used to instruct find to print the full file name on the standard output. Okay, so basically print is used to instruct find to print the full file name on the standard output followed by a new line. Okay, so basically you then after printing the entire name, you kind of new line means that you go to a new row. Okay, and let's see an example of this command. I think it's going to make things a lot more clear. So let's say that I want to find a file, and let's say that it is in this directory. Okay, so let me specify the absolute path to this directory for illustrative purposes. So home Mislav, and I will write Linux folder. The name of my file that I want to look for is ab.txt, or maybe I would write aba.txt, and then print means, okay, if you find multiple files, separate them with a new line, that is, separate them by going to separate rows, okay? And I press enter, and you can see that it actually found my folder. Now, if I didn't want to use an absolute path, of course, I could just have written a dot here, which stands for current working directory, and I press enter, and I actually find, okay, I found something in your current working directory with the name aba.txt. Okay, so this was with absolute path, this was with the relative path. It's all, and again, a dot stands for the current working directory, so it found something here. However, if I wrote some non-existent file, let me literally name it non-existent file.txt, it would find nothing, of course, because non-existent file.txt doesn't exist in my Linux folder. So again, important things to understand are the following. If I specify a directory, it doesn't go hierarchically above it. So if I specify the Linux folder, it's only going to look in this folder, and in its subfolders, that is subdirectories, it's not going to go above these above in these other directories. Also, another thing to note is that you have to specify the entire name of the file, not only a fraction of the name of the file, as was the case with locate. And now, what is the difference between locate and find? You may ask yourself, because locate seems easier to use. Why would you ever use find? And why did I say that I used find a lot more frequently? Well, that is because locate operates on a database. So if some file entry wasn't added in the database locate operates on, locate won't find it, but find will. So find is more powerful than locate in the sense that it doesn't rely on a database which can be incomplete at a given moment. Okay, so that's why I have found myself using find much more than I have used locate. Okay, and basically the syntax which I wrote is that find dir and then name, file name, and then print is the syntax which I remember. Okay, so this syntax is a syntax which I remember by heart. I recommend using flashcards to remember it because this is the most straightforward syntax which is used for finding files. And again, find has a lot of other options, but this particular syntax is the one I find myself using most often. So this is it for this tutorial. Don't forget to spread the word of these awesome tutorials and talk soon.